So the shed's turned up.
Yeah.
Which shed is this one then, Mother?
This is the smaller of the two, if you come and have a look.
She's got...
That's this one. So that's the one that's going to be for resins and...
It's got an earwig on it, just be careful of that.
Yeah. Resins and... You know. It's sticky burgers, aren't they?
Yeah, quick, bring the paperwork inside, it's raining. It's been raining on and off. Ugh, since 12.
Right, okay, that's the smaller one of the two.
Brilliant.
Uh,
Is that the one? Is that going to be tool storage then?
yeah, tools, resins, the messy stuff.
Right, that's the mess. So that's the mesh shed. Just call it the mesh shed. Because then we've got the 2 horse stable sheds. That's your stuff. That's gardening, isn't it?
Yeah, that's going to be lawnmower.
Yeah, and then the larger shed's my workshop, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm getting the concrete shed.
With the scary spiders in it
Scary
that I won't touch.
That's going to be my potting shed, gardening, anything to do with gardening is in there. So.
Okay, so that's my art supply shed.
And paints.
Paints, resins,
Any
clay
paints,
work, stuff like that.
cleaners, resin, anything to do with that kind of thing.
Where's it sitting? Where's the
Next
plan?
to the summer house.
Summer house is down the garden a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. So that when you go for your resins and things, you don't have to go far. Because your summer house really is your workroom. That's going to be your workroom.
Oh, the summer house is what you're calling the workshop.
Yeah.
And that's different from the summer house that's going by the river, isn't it?
That's going to be a specialist one, purely for sitting in and watching.
That's the one the effort's going into.
Now that it's rained, we need to go see the level of the river.
Ooh, excursion. She's getting a tea.
It'll never happen.
Well, I'm going to get a head start because it rains on and off, and I'm just like, I want to go down the path this time. Like, you can kind of skip like down the middle of the garden, but it's really steep, so I don't want to do that when it's wet. And I put the path here for a reason. Like, this is my path. It only goes about halfway down. It's all the stepping stone things from our old house. So you'd think it'd go pretty far, but it doesn't. We get halfway. We get to the sticks. 3, 2, 1. That's my last one. There's an old phone thing down there. I said people lived here before. Just made a right mess of everything. Right. So I'm gonna like mooch on down past the shrubs and our very large blackberry bush. Everything. Yeah. That's the pipe for the septic tank. So round here is not the best smelling sometimes. Only sometimes though, surprisingly. I thought it would smell bad all the time, but it doesn't. Which is good. Because you don't want to sit in the garden that stinks all the time, do you really? Ugh. Okay, I've lost the path because we've done some cutting down here. This is like cat tree area. The cats really like that tree. This is the old apple. It's got canker. We have been told that it's dead. That it's still producing apples, but it's like a last ditch attempt at apples. So they think it's died recently. That it was like infected recently. And it's just, yeah, so even though it's producing apples, it won't be producing them for much longer. That's still a really good apple though, like it's bright red. It's lovely. This is the good apple tree, the green one. The red one's like a hybrid it's been grafted onto, so we don't need the red one. Sorry, a few flies. But there's like some apples, like there-ish, like really high up. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. We can't get them. We need like snippers. Anyway, I'm here to check the level of the river. That was the whole point of me being here. So I just moved under the tree for a minute. I would say the river is pretty low, honestly. It's a really lovely river. So it kind of goes all the way like down there. Yeah, like there's the farmer's gate. So we kind of own the second farmer's gate there. We own everything that's in front of it, and it kind of goes like round and down. Can't really get the angle of this camera right, sorry guys. I'm trying, but yeah. And there are fish in here. We did see fish when we first came. Haven't seen them for a little bit, but there's a lot of like green weedy patches, so they might be hiding. Technically, apparently we also own this little bit of land on the other side of the river, but honestly it's a patch. We can't really do anything with it. It's got a massive tree in it. But it blocks the view from the road, so keep it. But yeah, no, looks good to be honest. Looks good, Mum. It's just low.
The side ditch isn't running with water at all.
No. Oh yeah, we've got a side ditch there that runs into the water.
It's about 7 foot deep.
Yeah, big ditch. We're monitoring it because we're going to be filling that ditch essentially with the trees, the big oak trees that are going over. That's going to fill that. But yeah, I'd say this is quite low, honestly. It looks fine. Yeah. Clear, clean, empty.
It is higher, faster.
I can see a little bit like cherry pips in, so there must be a cherry tree upstream somewhere.
There's also some blackfish.
Yes. Haven't seen them yet. We saw them when we came, didn't we? So that was like early summer. Oh, have you seen the apples, Mum? Not only like those in the sky that we can't reach, but these ones here.
They look juicy up there, actually.
This one's here already as well.
Oh, I say.
Yeah. But that's the dead tree. So, yeah, it's happening. I'd call that a successful excursion. I'm now going to go inside before it starts raining again and get wet.
Pick this one.
If it's ready, yeah.
It's red. Do you twist? Yeah, it's come off.
Woohoo!
You can find out what kind of an apple tree it is now.
Hey.
It's looking like a cooking one.
Might explain why you thought they were crab apples, and I thought they were Granny Smith.
They're red, so they're not Granny Smith. But
Oh, it's got a beetle in it.
is it actually in it?
Yeah.
It's alright. Oh, this one came off as well.
I'm going to chuck this one.
No, you're not, because it's only there. That's not what ate into it. I'll take these indoors and I'll chop them up.
Although I get told them. Yeah, there's one under that leaf there as well. And the apple spotted today.
You just twist. Like that's not coming off, so it's not ready.
There's an apple near the top as well. Way up there.
Where?
Way up there.
Oh yeah. Right, add to the list apple tree loppers.
Apple tree loppers. Yep.
Oh, this one came off.
That is a baby.
Oh, there's a big one here. Bring your fingers.
Oh, bring my butt back, shall
Oh, that just fell off. That's a nice one. You've got no more hands, have you?
I? No, not really.
How's your balance?
Semi. Right, I'm going to go, after saying I wouldn't, I'm going to go the short path back. Up the garden, through the weeds, and everything. Nettles. Blackberries. Whew. To the sheds. These are the sheds. I'm not going in the sheds. The sheds have thousands of spiders and they have asbestos in the roof, which we're getting rid of eventually. It's like the semi-next job that's being done. Oh, I think my legs have gotten bitten. Teach me to go through the long grass. Anyway. Whew. It's kind of that muggy kind of heat. I don't really do well in this kind of heat. So many flies. None of them in the fly trap. Isn't that an absolute nightmare? Okay, so I need to drop this nice pile of apples off I've got now. Which is fine. We can have an apple bucket. In the apple bucket you go. Sounded good. Right. Yeah, that's kind of the update for today. That was an excursion I wasn't expecting to have to do, but that's what we're doing. Yeah, we've kind of just been like planning out the next room. I did say I wasn't sure what was going to happen today. I did some video editing this morning, so that finally happened. And we've been planning out the kitchen. We're going to do the walls in sections, I think, because it's just not going to get done otherwise. And as the kitchen's the heart of the house, it is a high traffic area, so we really need to get cracking with it. So yeah, it's probably something I'm going to start tomorrow. God, I've got to promise myself to do that now. Yeah. So, Mum's job is to vacuum all the spiders off the wall and ceiling. So, we have to bring the vacuum cleaner down tomorrow, I think. Go from there. Got to use the clear paint because it's a clear paint walls. Yeah. Yep. It's a bit of a tricky one, that one. It's going to be blue. That's all I know. We've got 2 shades of blue. She liked both of them. I think she liked the darker one more. Not sure. But I've got to picture the room in half because one half's actually the washroom and she wants like a partition wall put in. Mum's not really a really big fan of the open plan thing. I am, so we're doing like it's like a half compromise, I suppose. Yeah. It's hard to explain because everything's being built by the builders. We're not like pre-ordering anything or going off someone else's design. We're kind of making this up as we go along. I think it's a fun way to be. Keeps it interesting because you never know what you're going to do day to day. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing tomorrow, I guess. Oh, and I'm ordering decking paint. Keep forgetting. I need to do that. I really do need to do it. Because I've had an offer from Mandy, apparently, George has offered Mandy to paint. And I'm going to take her up on that because honestly, painting the spindles, I lost my enjoyment out of it. I mean, I love painting, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it. But I just can't go on with the spindles. I'll enjoy painting the decking floor. And as I've now been so willfully told that I do not need to paint the ceilings first in every room, keen to get on with most of these rooms now. Because I can do the walls. And I enjoy doing the walls, so that's fine for me. I just need to get my tape out. And start planning the walls and stuff. Getting into it. It's fine, because I just need to wait for the thunderstorm weather to pass a little bit. The guys, when they come back tomorrow, they'll still be outside, so I'll probably, we need to do the inside work. The toughest thing is going to be getting the wallpaper off the wall, because that wall in particular in the kitchen is not wet, it's dry. So that will be a proper stripping job. And then we need to get that hideous lime yellowish colour off. And part of the kitchen apparently was blue at one point, but it was blue and yellow. And then there's pink in places, and I'm just like, these people have no taste. Like, oh, like, no. No. You choose one colour, and you stick with it, and then you pair it with white and creams and stuff like that to keep it light and open so you have a feature and then it looks nice. You know. Or if you want colour on walls, then have 3 walls of colour but variegate the colour. So different shades of the same colour. Like my mum's room is different shades of pink. Anyway, that's why it's my job to design things, so it's fine. I'll start on that. It annoys me personally that I can't finish a room before moving on to the next one. But, things don't work out like that. And I can't wait till the end of September for the carpet to come from my mum's bedroom, so we need to get on with other rooms. So if I think of the kitchen in sections, then it will be done in sections. And apparently the floor near the wall anyway we're getting self-flattening tiles or self-leveling tiles. I don't know what they are. It's just something George said. So I was like, oh, okay, that sounds good. That's going to go underneath the units because you can't put on floor heating under the units anyway. So there's literally nothing stopping me from painting the walls now. That was my only hang up with being downstairs. Well, not in the ceilings, but yeah, I've already said not doing them. I will pass them off to Mandy at the first opportunity. Yeah. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. I was doing something. Paint.